What's that noise?
What is it? What?
Oh, it's the humidifier.
Yeah.
Turn that shit off.
Just unplug it or
All right.
Put the off button on.
I did. He's been stricken. No. Oh, I have you muted. Hold on. All right.
No, you have me muted.
No, you're good now.
Silencing the black voice.
Is that what I was doing?
That's the Vikings job.
What did I miss?
I was an angry black man. You're right about that.
I know. That's how your voice actually sounds. Nice and low.
Oh, I definitely had him fired up the other day.
Oh God, that was amazing. Oh, that was beautiful. We were just
fired up?
Huh? Well, we were both fired up, but I definitely had you fired up.
You went cray. You went cray. Yes, you.
Oh.
You started crying. I almost had to bring you paper towels.
Hey, Papa Smurf.
Whoa.
They're lying to you.
No, because we texted each other.
Yeah, he did text me.
Of course he did. He's like, what the fuck do you guys do now?
We didn't do it.
We're like, I don't know. I was talking to a customer. I come back and they are going at it. I literally said, what the fuck did I come back to? I start the next swing and it's just, you don't know.
Damn, Diplomat, was that really what you were doing?
He's lying to you.
Yeah.
Why's it gotta be my God and my Jesus?
Oh, it was religion.
I made a sarcastic comment that did not go over well.
Yeah, I can see that.
They were going at it really good for like a solid hour and a half.
And then fisticuffs were thrown down.
Yeah.
Fisticuffs.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, but
If you take the
I'm
mic
not a
and
moderator.
talk into the side of it,
Talk into it.
I'm not a moderator
not the
today.
top,
Here,
the
Angle
side,
it all out.
Angle it like mine.
the side, down here,
No, like this.
down here.
I'm moving my microphone.
You can move your mic
My microphone.
up here.
Have it right in your face.
just like that.
Yeah!
He found
And on that note, hello and welcome to another episode of the Grossly Off Topic Podcast. I am your host, Papa Smurf.
I'm the Viking.
I'm the diplomat. I like that. I like that.
Hold on. Yeah, that was.
Hold on, we gotta do that.
Yeah, we gotta do that again.
No, we gotta do that again.
Woo!
Oh man.
Come on. Let me hear that introduction again.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm the diplomat.
Oh God!
Oh,
Found
that
the sweet
makes
spot.
a big difference.
Oh,
Yeah.
God,
You know, if we ever actually get some more listeners,
And
the
even you
female
sound
ones are
better
gonna.
now.
Oh,
yeah,
they're gonna love
they're
that.
gonna
He
love
sounds so
that
much
sultry
better now.
voice.
I know, and it's because we're further apart. Well,
yeah.
hold on. Let's finish this.
Yeah.
I'm the Florida man.
I'm 31. Welcome back, Brokeback Mountain Bike.
Yeah. Yeah. So unfortunately,
Florida man and I broke his back, baby. Night out in the woods.
Yeah.
I have been out of work for
2 weeks.
not
Yeah,
quite yet.
No,
Not
well,
quite
it'd be
yet.
2 weeks as of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Monday. So that
Hear all
sucks.
our noises too.
Wow.
Fun update for everyone listening home. The Viking built a table, so we're now official with a table that was just about to break once we did that.
Yeah, there's a few bugs that need to be worked out.
Fold it like a taco. Eat it like your mom's mom.
Yeah, it was a very interesting thing. I come in. I didn't know the table was already here. I didn't know that you brought this
Well,
yesterday.
when we planned to
Because we were
get together
together.
yesterday, I called 31 and said, "Look, I already got the time planned. I'm just bringing the fucking table over. We're
Yeah.
trying to get down here and get it set up." And it didn't fit down the stairs.
I'm a potato.
No, it's
Oh, with
it's
how
still,
fired up I am, I'm a goddamn baked potato right now.
It is a very. It's actually still very, very large.
Yes.
Nice and separate, about arm's length from
So
everyone.
you shaved some of the corners off so we could try and get it down the steps.
Hands in prayer.
And no. Actually, this would be more of a seance type table.
Hard no.
Is there a star under this?
Hard no.
What he said.
Our new official song after with this table is Year Zero by Ghost. I recommend you all give it a listen.
Okay.
Asmodeus,
Who are they?
Santanus, Lucifer.
I did use to make the table initial design though.
Stop looking at me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it would be perfect. So you had to shave some of the edges off, and we were like, okay. So we started getting it down the steps, and, well, we had to shave more of the edges off.
Yeah.
And then we got to the bottom of the steps and realized there's a lip in the ceiling.
About a
6 inches.
A 6-inch lip. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like,
6 inches always ruining my life.
what if we just cut the 2x4s and fold it up like a taco? And that's what we did.
Yeah. Hindsight's 20/20 on that one.
And I did recommend that when I first came here.
I didn't hear you. Anybody hear him?
I must say, I made
I was kind of dead focused on just trying to get what I was planning on doing done.
Right. You made that suggestion as well?
Yeah, I spoke to you about it. I was like, why don't...
Yeah, instead of you guys having that conversation outside the garage, maybe you could have said, hey...
You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. That was great.
I'm fucking tired.
That's all right. It's at the beginning, so I can take care of that.
Hey, Viking, why don't you, instead of cutting the corners off this damn table, just cut the support beam and we'll fold it like a taco. Save me a whole lot of headache.
Well, that's true, but I wasn't totally sure about cutting the support beam at that point. But we were kind of at that point where it was like...
This or nothing.
Yeah.
And we wanted
Well,
the table.
fortunately, friction's keeping it...
Oh,
mostly
yeah,
standing.
we're good.
I mean, I'll reinforce it with brackets.
If we hear a big boom...
I actually have brackets that I was going to use for the seam on the table that weren't going to work back in the spring, so I'll just bring those and we'll be good.
Zoop, zoop, zoop.
Yep.
Bada bing, bada boom.
We have an update on the board.
Oh, already?
All right. Well, no offensive jokes yet. The night's still young. But how many times? How many times was Florida Man wrong? I have counted 6.
6?
6.
Well, I had 3. I had 3 of those.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah, that was just last night. Or the night before.
Oh,
I don't know what night. It was not that long ago. Fuck, I don't know what fucking day it is.
What was he wrong about?
Everything.
I
Life.
have a list.
Oh, okay.
He has a list.
Proceed.
For a solid 5 minutes, Florida Man tried to argue that it was interpretation with a D instead of interpretation.
Oh,
with a
that's
T.
good. That's
Solid
good.
5 minutes you try to argue, or at least try to sound out interpretation. But you kept on saying
because
interpretation with
Yeah,
a
I
D.
kept fucking it up.
Okay, was he having mush mouth or was he just
It's
being
Florida.
an idiot?
It's Florida Man, so we never
Yeah,
know.
I think it's probably just Florida Man.
Well, actually, this leads into the number 2. He kept on saying he had a brain strike and not a brain fart.
A brain strike.
Yes.
Brain strike.
Yeah, you kept on, because
He doesn't
obviously,
even know what the fuck he says.
No.
because obviously your brain wasn't working, so you wanted to say brain fart, but you said brain strike.
I don't remember this.
Well, this is why we write things
Fake
down.
news.
Fucking fake news.
And this actually probably lead into a little discussion. He said texting in fonts is texting lingo.
That's right. I was there for that one. Has it been that long?
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, so we have a new saying now. Now we speak in fonts.
Speak in
Or
fonts.
talk in fonts.
Talking fonts.
Because it sounds so fucked up.
Right.
So talk in fonts.
Is that wrong though?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it after my list.
I like that one.
This one's funny.
My boots off.
This one's funny. Instead of saying coitus, he said cortus. Cortus. Cortus.
Like the
Cortus.
like a cortus of
Yeah.
the kingdom, right? Yeah, it's countess.
Yeah, I was saying that's countess.
Kind of like countess, but with an R. Yeah.
And now,
And then another one. He shared a video with us. I forget what the video was, but he was wrong about the perspective on the video rather than the music.
Yes, because the video said music matters.
Right. But he but
it was of the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
and everyone's sticking their hand
like
out.
some kind of like German, but it wasn't actually German like Nazi music. But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
The video specifically said music
Music is everything.
music, and I said, well, that's actually less about music and more about the perspective.
Right, because it's if you look at those pictures, they probably are.
Well, what those
hanging
people
up
are
the
doing
tower.
is, they're putting their hand up to.
Oh, we got him! We got him! Do it!
I went like this.
Yeah, he
That's the
did.
same thing.
I got you.
I intentionally did it.
I got you. But so it's somebody else taking a picture.
Yeah.
So perspective is what it is. It's not the music.
Right.
Has nothing to do with music. They're in Italy, for crying out loud.
Yeah, it's the angle, and it just
Well,
doesn't
it's
look
the
right.
perspective of the picture tied in with the music that sounds kind
I guess
of.
if you're
and
simple-minded.
So, it's trying to
Yeah.
imply something.
If you're simple-minded.
Every day on your own. Because here we go. All right, and then the last one I have, which you guys probably have more, was we were going to do this podcast on this past Sunday. We're doing it now on Thursday. What was it? The Diplomat, you couldn't make it because Bruno. Fucking Bruno.
Gotta
So-
love Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno, no.
Well, at least one person loves Bruno.
They loved him at the end of the movie.
They did.
Yeah. Well,
Spoiler alert!
By the way,
been out for 7 years, but yeah.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Jesus.
This is ridiculous.
Well, we were supposed to do it at like 5, 6 o'clock, something like that, this past Sunday. And he said that he spent all day working on his car.
Not all day.
Oh, yeah.
That actually makes it sound worse.
It does.
You
Because
could've-
I had to order the part.
And we said, if only you had another mode of transportation,
Yeah, like a truck.
like a truck.
Or even a
It still
motorcycle.
has to get put together.
Your
What
truck.
happened to your red truck?
It's at the house.
Okay.
Why didn't you use
I
that?
offered.
It
I
still has to
offered.
get put together.
So
I offered to pick you up.
yeah, he
Did
did.
you? Yeah, I didn't even look at my
Oh
phone.
my God. Oh dear Jesus.
Fuck you, Florida man!
Motherfucker!
I didn't see that. Fake news.
That is not fake news at all.
All right, now to the next lists that I wrote down. How many times was Papa Smurf right?
I was right.
Yeah,
Okay.
times.
Oh, well, I haven't even been at
I know.
work and I'm right.
I know.
This
This
has
is
been here.
I know
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
so.
That's how long it's been
So-
since we've done this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This one has to do with you.
I know.
Actually, the first
It
two
always
have to
does.
do with you.
Oh,
I know.
diplomat. Oh,
I
yeah,
know.
because he likes saying I'm right.
Yeah, actually, most of them all. The first one was curbing your wheels. You properly
Yeah.
curb your wheels because you were
That's
going
right.
up a
remember that.
hill.
Yeah. He was like, well, it's just a baby hill. And?
Well, a baby hill to us is a very tall hill to him.
That's true.
And then,
Tell grade.
One of your strides is like 3 of mine, so.
right. And then Papa Smurf was right about the diplomat's sister and how to handle that situation. We're not going to go in detail with that, but
Yeah.
you.
I did say.
Yeah.
You're right.
Remember exactly
And
where
then
I
he
was.
said,
So at 4:53 p.m. Florida man, do you want me to pick you up?
"We have receipts."
Oops.
All right, next. Papa Smurf was right about the Tom Clancy games basically being all the same.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Yeah, they're all the same kind of game.
I was actually looking at those the other day because I was looking at Game Pass on Xbox, and they have all the Tom Clancy games on there. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them on Game Pass. I'm really bored at home. I did not get Game Pass, but I was contemplating it, and yeah, like all of them are there. I was like, I played that, just like that one, just like that one. It's just like they're all the same.
Right.
They're the fucking same.
They've always been the same.
They have, but
And that's his point.
Yeah,
Well, the
just
same
a
thing with the
different
Metal Gear
story
games.
mode.
They are all
Yeah.
basically the same thing.
the what?
The Metal Gear games and all that kind of stuff.
Metal Gear
They're all
Solid, yeah.
basically
Yeah, Metal Gear. Yeah, and they try and make them different, but even Call of Duty,
They just update the especially Call of Duty. They just update the graphics,
they're all
change
the
the
same.
maps around. That's why I stopped
Flying.
playing. That's why I stopped
I don't
playing.
even buy those anymore. They're
No,
terrible.
I haven't bought one since
Well,
like
that's been an
2012.
ongoing trend with gaming in general is they keep putting these out, rehashing the same game just to get more money. You know?
Kind of like movies.
Yeah, kind of like
Yep.
movies.
You know, they're redoing movies and they're doing the same thing. Anyway,
They're changing them a little bit.
Changing the actors does not change the movie.
No. Is it Snow White?
okay, all right. Well, that's not even out. So, Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
They made the new ones with all the females, but
Though
it's the same. It's the same.
They came
shit.
out with a like kind of like a sequel to that.
They did.
like a 30 or 40 years in the
Yeah.
more present time.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one more for Papa Smurf. He was right about keeping dates in your calendar.
Fuck yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to,
Oh, I think I have the calendar upstairs.
especially when
What
you
is that?
need to.
Calendar?
No.
Well-
it's a weird noise.
Oh, you're here. I don't hear it. Oh, maybe it was that.
No.
I don't know. It's not.
Staticky.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, and
Oh,
just
good.
you know,
You hear it this
they
time.
do make very very nice and easy to use countdown things, so you can put in for say when the podcast is,
Oh.
so that you know how many days out until the next.
Yeah, there's this
podcast.
fancy thing you can do in your phone. And you can put in something on a Sunday, right? And you go to the repeat and you can make it repeat every other week. It's really cool. It's really cool. And you can make it give you an alert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it'll notify you on your cellular device.
it's totally fucking cool. I have that in for payday.
Remember when a couple of months ago I'd go, my phone's dying super fast. Like, what the fuck? Makes no sense.
You weren't
Because
charging
you have
it.
an
And
iPhone.
then 31 goes.
Negative Ghost Rider.
31 goes, as soon as you hit the street, put it on, what's that thing called again?
Low power mode.
Yeah, low power mode.
Yeah.
Works like fucking magic.
Yeah, because
Or
it
you
stopped
probably-
searching for all the Wi-Fi. It stopped searching
it
for...
only
Yeah.
now your phone only uses basically the essentials to keep charge.
Yeah,
Right.
it
Of
doesn't,
course,
being
it doesn't
on the
sync
phone with
as
you
often.
jackasses, my phone dies really fast. So I
Well, a
plug
lot
my
of it
phone in
is.
a lot.
There's also a bunch of apps. If you have a bunch of apps on there, they run in the background. That
Right.
drain
Which,
quick.
if you're a boomer like the
You can,
diplomats approaching, yeah, that's pretty probable.
I
can
noticed
turn
that
them
before using the low power mode, like around noon, I'll be down to
didn't say
about
you.
43%.
I didn't say you. I said diplomat.
Yeah, he did say diplomat. But you're like me, aren't you? Like when you start seeing like 50% on your battery, you're like, oh, fuck this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that too. Do you fill your gas tank at like quarter of a tank left? When do you fill up?
Quarter of a tank.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand in the winter I'll fill up at like half a tank, but I can't stand when people like they wait until their fucking gas light comes on.
Well, see, the other thing is this isn't so much of an issue anymore with
Fuel injection.
fuel
Water check,
injection,
boys,
but
water check.
Carburetors.
I actually had a carburetor, and my dad said, "Hey, never in the winter,
Florida man,
especially,
water check.
never let your gas tank get below a
Right.
certain point because you can
I
get
feel
fuel line
left
freeze
out.
up."
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And you would have to like pour gas into the carburetor to get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys
Yeah, I
ever
was
had to
gonna
push
ask.
start a car?
Yes.
I was going to ask, like, before, like, if you'd leave, if you'd wait for your gas light to turn
No,
on,
hell no.
like, wouldn't that fuck up your carburetor?
Your
Or-
We don't have carburetors. anymore.
Carburetors, yes, but most cars are fuel injected now. It's just I can't do that.
Part
I've
of the
got to.
problem with running your tank empty is
Air in the lines.
not so much with fuel injection, but debris. Like
Debris.
It's pronounced debris.
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 It's pronounced debris.
No, debris.
Listen,
pronounced debris.
Can get sucked up
listen,
into
immigrant.
I'm an American now.
That doesn't make you not an immigrant.
Sure. You know what? You're right.
I know I am.
I was gonna say, I'll give you a sound clip. It can suck it up
You suck dicks!
Oh yeah, baby.
into the fuel lines, and then you have,
Yeah.
then
you got a
lot of
problem.
shit.
That's a tally.
So,
That's a tally.
Oh yeah.
How much we got?
What's up, tally?
Oh
We're
yeah.
up to 5 for Papa Smurf being right.
Counts. It counts. I like it. So, go ahead.
Oh.
No.
First.
You wanted to speak.
No.
I was going to move on. So speak.
Well, that's
Idiocy
what I was-
How
before
does it
beauty.
feel?
I would like
Idiocy
Hold
before
on.
beauty.
I would like to hear what Florida Man wants to bring up.
yes.
I want.
Oh Jesus!
Shit, I lost it. Hold on.
He had a brain stroke.
I wanted
You
to
just
talk
pulled a
about.
McConnell.
No, hold on.
He did. He fucking glitched.
That was good.
You guys
glitched.
made up. That's cute.
That's the second time today.
Yeah.
At least.
That's cute.
How does it feel when you constantly hear you're right?
You
like,
don't know how it feels.
Well, he's so short that, having a big head is all he has.
Yeah.
Which head?
Oh, I think I have one of those too, but I don't know which one it is.
Start clicking them.
It's this one.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't really use those, so it's whatever.
I just want to say I'm getting real Joe Rogan vibes here, especially from Florida Man, with his arms on the table and with his head.
This is great because we can move around and there's noise, but it's really not.
Well, you're the only one that can actually move around. Well, you technically can, but you
wish I
can't.
could move around.
So, we've all heard about this missing F-35.
here we go.
Oh yeah, go
Another
ahead.
conspiracy. Conspiracy with Florida
This
Man.
is definitely kind of a conspiracy.
So, I read into it a little bit.
Yeah, they found it, by the way.
Apparently.
Well, yeah.
We'll get into this.
But he accidentally ejected himself out of it.
Oh, that was an accident.
Yes.
How is it an
And
accident?
left it in autopilot.
Well, so here's
Well, I mean, that makes sense because if he didn't mean to eject, he's not going to, as he's pulling the lever, he's not going to be like, oh, wait, hold on real quick.
But here's
Turn off
the
autopilot, so it
question.
just crashes.
You don't accidentally eject yourself out.
That's also
one
true.
of these.
I mean,
It's a deliberate motion to pull the lever from
Right.
your...
well, where is the lever first off?
Between
Pull the lever!
I believe, on the side of the seat,
Right.
depended on
Depending on the plane. I mean, some of them are up here, but
Right.
Because
those are the
how-
older ones.
How can it be an accident? Because to pull such a lever, you need to use both arms and a significant amount of force. though.
From what I
A specific
understand,
amount of cock, yes. You need to put your cock into it.
hold on, I gotta find that one. He said cock.
We used to say that in college all the time. Got to put your cock into it.
Okay.
And that's how you get a hernia.
Yeah. Yeah.
where they apparently found the debris.
all his allergies and acting up.
So
Viking help him out.
So they found the debris in South Carolina.
Debris.
Yes.
Now, did this take off from Cherry Point in North Carolina?
Some marine base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it came from North Carolina, I believe they said
North Charleston, I think.
West Virginia.
Yeah. No, I think it was. Is it Charleston? Come on. I got it up here
Well,
somewhere.
here's the thing. Isn't it if it has autopilot, the new ones can land themselves? So couldn't they just let the damn thing land itself?
Well,
That's another thing.
so here's the other problem. One, what was he doing? He was up flying. Why? Right?
There was two of them.
And why? Why was he flying?
Practice.
Okay, so if you're practicing, why do you have it in autopilot? Or are you just...
Right.
This is good practice right here, guys.
So my question is, when
Well,
he
the diplomat
ejected-
does that all the time.
I know.
Oh, and let's not forget the transponder
Over his
was
head again.
broken in it.
Okay, so...
No.
Just shows an actor
I'm
reaction.
just out of arm's reach now.
So...
yeah.
So here's the real issue with this. When you eject from an aircraft, accident or not, doesn't fucking matter. Shouldn't the aircraft you had said your mom had worked for the FAA, I believe.
Yeah.
That's a fun story. that's a fun story. Hold on real quick. So the diplomat goes, Florida man, your mom worked for the FAA, right?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. It's like, what did she do
No,
exactly?
she did not. For the FAA?
Oh yeah, she's been a Fed her whole.
Yeah, she was an
I
investigator.
sent a picture of her badge and everything.
She was an investigator.
He
and
did.
Florida man said, like, she
I saw
investigated plane crashes. And diplomat's like, whoa. I thought she investigated 9/11. I'm like, well, 9/11 was a plane crash. It just happened to crash into two buildings.
Wow.
I was having a very long day.
Technically 3 buildings.
Yeah.
and the
Pentagon.
ground. And the ground.
Yeah.
And the ground, yes. Missing a building.
Missing a building. Fell short.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
400
This happened to hit
miles.
the only building that they were doing construction on. That happened to be all cleared
Yeah,
out. That
that's a
whole
little
lane.
weird.
Yeah, I always question that one. That it just happened to hit the one and only wing out of 4 or 5 that was completely vacant.
Hold on, let me count 1, 2, 3.
Well,
That's no longer a pentagon with all the corners cut off.
Just glue them back on. It's a
yeah, glue them back on. We have like little shelves.
Hey, put your computer on that. You need to get more brackets.
But when you do something like that, you had said something about like your mom said the plane is supposed to
have a transponder on it.
Well, but I thought you said it was supposed to explode.
Oh yeah, if it crashed. That's typically what
That's
a
not what
fucking...
he
Isn't that normal?
Yeah.
That's
Crash,
not
explode?
Well, you got to remember
That's what we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
And that's why I said
So,
diplomat's
and 2, if you eject, why is it still an autopilot?
Yeah, you think they would have like a fail-safe.
Some kind of safeguard to,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
then
angle the
they
plane down.
Put it towards the ocean or something. I don't
Maybe.
know.
Yeah,
So
autopilot takes over and with
And-
GPS
and puts
you know,
it in the
everything,
ocean
puts it
or-
into an unoccupied area.
Yeah, or that. Yeah.
So going back to the debris they found, they never released any official photos of the crash. They never released any. They just
like
found
any of the trees that it
Yeah,
hit.
they never showed the area. They just said, "Oh yeah, we found some parts and we recovered it." They never actually showed where it landed, where the crash site was, or any of the main structure of the plane.
So if this is a conspiracy, what is the conspiracy?
That I don't know.
What is the point of...
Maybe he was in on it and trying to sell it to a different country, like Russia or China.
So the plane?
Yeah.
Well, then why would he eject?
Maybe
Maybe he was
his no, probably not the right term, but his co-pilot, the guy he's flying with,
The wingman.
the wingman. Sorry, the wingman probably caught on
Caught on to what?
his plan, so he just said, "Fucking eject."
Oh, yeah, you're making a bunch of noise over there. Can you get that fucking cord off your arm? If you put it in between you, it can just...
No, it was touching this wire.
Yeah.
Of course, I was trying to do it without making a big deal and
No, it's fine. Just, I mean, we've learned on this podcast by now, just blurt it out. You may as well.
Like doxing yourself.
Yeah. I
So
just...
if
even
it is a conspiracy, what's the point of the conspiracy?
Yeah, so even if he like points it towards Russia, like you're saying, how's Russia gonna get it
After it crashes. Because there's technology inside of it.
and reconstruct it?
Yeah, they could do that.
Nah, I don't
Reverse engineer.
see that.
That's how they did with the nukes.
It's what they did with the UFOs.
Okay.
Did they?
We don't know.
Okay, so you're just so you're just talking crazy.
Look, if we reverse engineered anything off of a UFO, we'd be seeing some of that tech in the civilian sector by now.
Maybe that's what we're seeing in the skies. The UFOs and stuff.
So speaking of UFOs, Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
They're clay sculptures.
No, man, those are fucking aliens. They're real. Their scientists say it's real, so it must be real.
And so Santa Claus.
You know, it's weird.
Aren't you a Santa Claus?
Yeah.
He's okay.
Moving on.
Yeah, that one wasn't gonna even. No.
I'm not a real Santa Claus.
Well, we all know why you want to be a Santa Claus.
Oh God! Look at his face.
I'll add it to the board.
Yeah, people he offended.
The Viking.
The Viking
Santa Claus.
and Santa Clauses. Yeah, Santa Clauses. Santa's.
Clauses.
Is it Santa's Claus? Well, I don't know what the plural is.
Why do you have a piece of wood on your neck?
What?
Yeah, on your collar.
Got a splinter.
Too bad it didn't stab him.
Yeah. I was trying to prevent that.
All right, so we have.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, well, it happens. All right, so there's the offended board. That's a twofer right there.
Twofer.
All right. So we're not going to go there.
Yeah.
Where are we not going?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We
I
don't
wanna
talk
know.
about burnout.
We're not talking about
Where
Bruno.
have you been?
We started
been
talking
here.
about
He's been with
planes.
Bruno. That's the problem.
He just wrote it on the board where we're not
know, I
going.
was being
Oh my
fucking
god.
goofy.
We were talking about planes.
being
and
a
he
goofy
was
goober.
imagining
I
being in an F-35.
I just wanted to get a reaction. That's all.
I thought I was the only
Jesus.
one that was, suffering from heat exhaustion today.
No, and speaking of which, so one of the first things that 31 tells me when I roll up, Florida man and diplomat are trying to drink more water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Go ahead. I see where this is going.
Oh.
So if you recall, on the last podcast, I believe it was, the last podcast,
Which there is an update. I will get to that
Okay.
once you're done with this. There's an
Because-
update.
Is there an update?
There is an update.
awesome. The last podcast, you said you don't need water.
No. That wasn't me.
That's a bunch of fucking lies.
fuck?
I can go back and replay it.
Was that your twin Georgia woman?
Sure.
Are you brain dead?
Conspiracy. It's a conspiracy,
He
man.
probably is a diplomat. He probably is.
Yeah.
That
You
was my
put on a
evil
whole
twin.
fucking argument about not needing water
So you,
to survive.
you said
that
you
wasn't
don't
me.
need water. You said you can last a week
month.
without water. We made it into a month, but yet now all of a sudden you're on a water kick trying to drink a gallon of water a day.
Not trying. I've
He
been doing
put a
that.
stack on it
He put a G.
At a hotel room.
and a hotel room.
So probably
no.
a solid $1,500 on this.
Oh, yeah.
Smells like fake news.
Oh, that would not have been fake news. I would have paid that out.
So,
As he proceeds to drink some water.
so the update. Thanks to Papa 31. Hope you're doing okay.
Wait, why?
He had surgery.
Oh, well, goodness. I hope he is doing okay.
He said he's trying to.
Get well soon, Papa 31.
He's gonna.
I gotta go through.
There's a little search thing that you can do in your text messages. You can just search.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Everybody's looking
keyword
for.
searches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
It
type
doesn't
it
matter.
in.
So, Papa 31 suggested to you, Florida man, that if fruits was not enough liquid to suffice you, you could also suck on rocks
Yeah.
to get the moisture out of the rocks.
I, for one, would allow that.
I would allow that.
I would love to see him walking down the street just randomly picking up rocks off the street and put them in.
His fucking teeth falling out and shit.
especially after a good rain.
Hey,
Oh my god, that rock has moisture.
Then you hear him gagging.
Yeah, so I was very shocked to hear this.
yeah.
I was taken aback.
Sacré bleu.
Yeah, just like that. The diplomat, I understand. That's cool. Good on you.
Yeah, but I started this before him.
Well, this is bullshit.
No. I remember
You're
the
lying.
diplomat asking me how
So
does
is
he
this an
fix one of
automatic
his health
failure then
issues.
on the bet so we get to slap him?
No,
Oh.
we never made a bet.
Bullshit, we didn't.
We threw down the gauntlet. And
The
you're just
gauntlet
too
was
much
thrown.
of a bitch to accept.
Pussy.
No,
I just
because
wanna
we were
smack
trying
you.
to figure out how to do it.
If it makes you feel
Yeah.
any better, I probably can't slap you very hard right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know that I can see in the diplomat's eyes he wants to though.
Oh, God, yeah.
He wants to do it to him.
I mean,
too.
look at those
No.
hands.
Look at those hands. Oh, he's gonna have
No.
the rings on too.
No, Diplomat doesn't want to use an open hand when he goes after me.
Especially after what was that, Tuesday, Monday?
Yeah, that definitely got out of hand.
That was fun.
Tuesday or Monday?
It was
There was
Monday.
gonna
It
be
was
about
Tuesday or Monday
Four
because
mail
I had
trucks
training.
in a circle.
I had training on
was
Wednesday.
Monday.
Yes, I knew it wasn't then.
It was
Were-
Monday.
Was there yelling involved?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah?
And
Oh,
threats.
And threats.
Threats.
Yes.
I could feel
Wow,
it
you
already.
guys went at it.
Oh, it was a solid 30 minutes of them arguing, going back and forth, yelling before the physical threats happened.
Threats of physical violence.
Threats of physical violence.
If you can't threaten your friend, what do you got? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I can just imagine people just see four mail trucks just parked right next to each other.
Oh, no.
Ours-
We'd have to park in a square.
yeah. Block
Cage match, bitch. Let's go.
block view of everything.
So, our
Smurf.
manager's
Papa
like,
Smurf.
so
I think-
Viking.
I think you would make a good referee for that.
Oh, I'll ref.
Yeah. So Viking Diplomat
Oh, a
31.
pentagon. You can make a pentagon.
So Viking Diplomat 31. Why are you guys having a stationary event over at this location for looks to be about 15-20 minutes? Can't tell you. HR's got to get involved first on that one there, bud.
Sworn to secrecy.
That's right.
I can't talk without speaking to an attorney.
I choose to use my right for an attorney.
Admit nothing, deny everything, and make counter accusations.
I need union assistance.
Yeah, I don't
Which
think.
is why we need you to come back to work.
Speaking of unions, can we talk about the UAW and their demands?
I don't know what their demands are.
So they're asking for a
46%.
40% increase over the next 4 years.
And more big-titted goth women working.
That would be awesome if that was one of them, but I don't think that is.
That's in the body
In
in
all
the
honesty,
secondary
with
notes.
how cheap the CEOs are, they'd probably give up on the big-titted goth women before they give up the 40%.
I might have to switch careers. Florida and I are switching careers. Ain't that the damn
But
career
yeah,
one?
their argument is that they're saying that they want the 40% because the CEOs have received a 40% increase over the last 4 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So they want that
was
to
hearing
basically
that.
match what the CEOs are getting
Yeah.
in a raise, and the companies are like, "Oh no, that's too much. We can't afford that."
Right.
Have
They're
they
making
looked at the
record
price of their
profits.
products?
Well, and that was part of what they were saying. I heard an interview with one of the guys, and they were talking about just that.
Yeah.
And they were saying how the CEOs got, their raises and they're not, meanwhile profits are
Oh, yeah.
exponential,
Record profits since
through the roof.
2019.
Yeah,
Question.
but they can't pay their employees. And the guy doing the interview was like, "Well, how much of the cost of that vehicle is on labor?" And the guy already had his, he knew because that's probably an argument that they get a lot.
Yeah.
And the guy was like 5% at most. 5% of that vehicle is labor costs. Is what this guy was saying.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you got parts from wherever else that get shipped in. Those, have labor. He said, no. He said all together,
Yeah. He did his homework.
all the parts and everything.
Yeah.
5% at most is the cost of that vehicle.
And what bothers me is these people
crazy.
that are fighting like, oh, they don't deserve that. I'm so tired of that argument that the CEOs deserve to have these exorbitant pay scales.
Yeah.
And then,
And bonuses.
And bonuses. But if we raise the earnings of the workers, the prices are going to go up. Newsflash, prices have been going up regardless of the fucking pay increases.
How much are they up now with automobiles?
Oh, a lot.
Let's point this out. A brand new basic car right now costs more than my dad paid for a house in
Right.
1979.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, they're very
like
expensive.
a house used to be what, 5 years of work?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking up,
And a car
just out of
was
curiosity,
less than
I was
half a
looking up
year.
like a new EV car. Just,
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
No.
No, I'm not saying.
Don't you fucking dare.
No, go for the EV, but you can't afford
Well,
it.
I was looking at the
Right.
price. Even with an 84-month loan and
that's so long.
25%
They make one
down.
that long?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Holy
do.
shit.
Yeah, this is where
You're
it's
going to
insane.
need a new battery after that.
The thing is, it's over 12 with a 23% and the lowest interest rate. You're still looking at over $1,200 a month for a car
Jesus Christ.
at
Talked about
84
this.
months.
Fuck yeah. Matter of fact, the other day, when I was getting new tires, I was over at the tire shop. So I was speaking with this guy. He purchased an EV vehicle about 4 or 5 years ago.
That was a
Yeah. I heard.
EV electric.
Whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then he goes,
CBU unit,
ATM machines.
ATM machines. Anyways, moving on.
You're okay, sweetie.
What are we talking about?
You're talking about your,
Oh, yeah,
your
yeah.
guy
Talking
in the
about
shop.
your AEV vehicle.
I know.
You're-
31. Shut up. So he goes, he regrets purchasing the vehicle because even for, in terms of having the vehicle registered each year, he's paying $170.
yeah, they rape you in registration.
Even if you have a hybrid, they
Because
charge
you're not paying
you more
for gas.
So where is it? Oregon.
Yeah,
is
even for hybrids.
Oregon's thinking about putting GPS on these things and charging you by the mile for a carbon footprint because you have to use it or plug it in, and that uses carbon to make that power.
Basically, they're trying to figure out ways to recoup gas tax.
Right. That's the big
Yeah.
thing.
Which,
It's called the carbon tax.
yeah, but the thing is
Cow fart tax.
even if you
But here's the thing.
if you're charging your vehicle at home, though,
Right. That's what I was going to say.
that is your carbon footprint. You are paying
Right.
a tax on
but
that.
they're trying to dip their
No, I
foot
know.
in there
They're double
twice.
dipping is what
Yeah.
they're doing.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's fucking stupid.
It's fucking retarded.
Actually,
wow.
hard
in the
R.
range.
Hard R. Out here dropping hard R's. It's like we're in the hood.
Retarded.
I actually, I was
That came
actually
out of
watching
nowhere.
a video not too long ago. They were talking about the carbon footprint between a gas vehicle and a EV, and over the life of both of those cars, it balances out.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Because the carbon footprint to create the EV is astronomical at this point.
yeah, oh yeah.
But yeah, over the life of it, it goes down. But it's opposite with a gas vehicle, where the carbon footprint to make it is low, but over the course of the life, the vehicle goes
using
up.
it.
So yeah,
Okay.
there's a balancing point. The only vehicles right now that are actually
Decent.
are decent in carbon, output is hybrids.
Right. Which makes sense
Right.
because they're kind of using
Yeah, right. So it kind of stays even across the board.
You ever seen the miles on those things? They only go like 250 miles.
What on EVs?
Yeah.
They're getting better.
They are getting better, but
What was it? Tesla? You have to order like the supercharged battery just to go like 400 or 500 miles in one
no,
charge.
no.
I was looking up at Rivian. I refuse to look at Tesla, which is
That's just the example I use.
Tesla is the founding
Fuck
father.
Elon Musk.
No, fuck you.
Don't you dare talk to Daddy Musk.
Why not Tesla?
Disrespect.
because
He doesn't like him because he's a billionaire.
Cancel culture.
No, it has nothing to do with his million or his billions. It has to do with just him being a piece of shit.
but he's a rich piece of shit.
Yeah. But Rivian is also an American company, and they actually are making.
I've never heard of him.
Look them up. They currently they
I have.
have.
They're actually making the new Amazon trucks.
Yeah.
Oh, fake news.
Yeah, well, it looks a lot better than our trucks do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Write him up for
bet.
something, please.
I don't know what the is. Put him in the wrong category. Put him in the offended category.
Well, he's definitely wrong.
Their SUV with
Oh, good enough for
the
me.
super battery or
what?
whatever, I think was like 600 and some miles.
Yeah, but how much battery is that? You know what I mean? Like the mining of lithium and all that.
Well, no, I'm just
you know?
saying, like, we were just talking about the mileage. I
Yeah.
was saying, but with
Yeah.
their basic battery, I think it was 350, 400.
Yeah.
So speaking of lithium, they did find a mine or a big amount of it here in the States.
The problem is,
Montana area.
just like fossil fuels, lithium is not a renewable resource.
Right.
Now, the good thing about lithium is it is 100% recyclable, which, balances out. But right now it's cheaper to mine it than it is to recycle it. So,
Yeah.
because I was just
Could we just put a bunch of potatoes?
Oh, like the science project in 3rd grade.
Do you realize how heavy that vehicle would be having a car run off potatoes?
It'd be awesome, though.
Why do you have to crush my dreams?
You can
Because
be a
he's a
potato.
liberal.
You know, there was a guy who actually made a vehicle that ran on water,
Yes.
Yeah, and then he was murdered.
and he was
Clinton.
He was suicided.
Yeah.
He was Clinton.
Well, actually,
Nah, he was murdered.
Something I've been
They're
saying
actually
before EVs started getting
researching that
big.
stuff
I actually always question why we don't use a hydrogen vehicle, because hydrogen is renewable. it's cleaner. Mm-hmm. You know, the only thing it puts out is water.
The buses.
We've got buses.
The buses in the city run off that.
Yeah. Not all of them, but, you know, they have a few.
Yeah.
You know, why haven't we gone into that tech and gone that route?
I don't know.
Because they don't want it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you could get to a point where you could just suck it out of the air.
Or a rock.
Or a rock.
Just hook it.
No, what we need is...
If we're going to use a vacuum cleaner, we're not using 31.
Yeah, fuck that.
Actually, what we need is a power supply that from like Back to the Future 2, where you can just throw in trash.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That would be the greatest thing, you know, just throw in a bunch of trash and there you go. It burns it up or I don't know, whatever the fuck it does with it.
Yeah, I think it was some type of reactor.
Well, yeah, because it ran on nuclear, you know, plutonium. Like,
yeah. Well, no, that was the first one. The second one, when
well, yeah, but it was still the same vehicle.
Yeah,
he just upgraded it, but I think it was still running off of the same reaction. But yeah, that would be cool because he put like a banana peel and shit in there. That'd be fucking awesome.
Dumped in a can of pop and then threw the can into.
That would be great. What in the hell is going on? Oh, okay. Somebody's at my front door. It's the dog.
Little bastard.
I'll have to show you guys a video. So he has figured out that I have a doorbell camera, and he gets
push the TV in.
He gets up in the fucking like on the side of the house and puts his head up at the camera and is like, okay, you know, like
I'm ready to come in now.
Yeah.
Wait till he figures out how to hit the button.
I'm waiting for it. And actually, if you look at the camera, you can see like his nose prints on it. So I'm surprised he hasn't hit it yet.
Hit it.
Yeah, because he knows when it's pushed. You know, all the Alexas in my house go off.
Right,
they're my doorbell. And he knows that that's the doorbell, so it's only a matter of time.
I've seen a video where a dog pushes the Ring camera, then he hears on the outside, like, they're, you know, not intruder, but like someone's at the front door. He's like, "Whoa, who's at the front door?"
Yeah,
he scares himself.
Dogs are dumb. Dogs are dumb. Oh, I should probably.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, Florida man, I have another conspiracy for you.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Being around. Okay.
Do you think birds are real?
Oh, that's right. That's right. This was a topic.
I totally forgot about that.
Of course you did.
Ow.
You'd forget your dick if it wasn't attached to you.
Where is it?
Your dick? I'd hope it's attached.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Well, before he broke his back, we were supposed to do some research.
Oh, is that where you lost it? When you were breaking his back?
Yeah.
How's your shins, by the way?
Oh, they feel fine. They're healing.
Oh, did you rack your shins?
Oh, God, there's some scars on that thing.
Or is it from the original time?
The original time.
Oh, damn.
Oh, my knee is not bruised anymore.
How's your hand? Did that heal up? This kid. Oh, yeah, that's a scar.
Yeah. I did move my brakes because of it.
Oh, a little more comfortable now?
Yeah, I moved them in.
Moved them in.
Yeah, that way I don't rack these knuckles.
You can get like short brake levers.
Well, we went up to the bike shop and they didn't have any. They only had the OEMs.
Well, that's gay.
Well, whenever Papa Smurf is able, I would say willing and able, but he's clearly willing.
Oh, I'm willing. Yeah. Man, I'm fucking fiending.
Well, we'll head up to Medina and we'll show you the glorious tracks.
Man, I want to get up there.
Those were actually solid tracks.
Why glorious? What makes them glorious?
So,
because it's a perfect combination of challenging. Like, even for me, it's challenging, but it's fun and you can get some speed, but nothing feels too dangerous. Like, they have a couple tabletop jumps that I was actually... I went on.
He also did
I did a berm. Went around the berm.
Whoa. Oh my
the
god!
Wooden berm.
They have
a berm. Oh, berm.
Yeah.
Guys.
And then that's just
the berm.
Fuck you.
That's just the first trail, and all the trails in Medina are connected.
Yeah.
We can park at the one spot and get to every single trail that they have. So once you get around the berm, the start of the next trail is basically just a grassland where you just go. all speed. Little bit of like roller parts, and it's just speed.
I like
What
it.
nights are you going riding?
Sunday? Sunday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sunday.
Fuck
Sunday?
you.
Well,
You can bring your
Papa
bike.
Smurf, you
No,
know.
you cannot use my bike.
No, his
I was going to
bike's
say,
too
since you're going to be
small
out
you.
for a while.
If I'm gonna break it, if it's gonna break, I'm gonna break it myself.
Honestly,
You need an
next
extra
podcast,
large.
I want you to bring your bike just so I can see him on it, just for the visual.
But my seat will raise up.
Yeah, but the fact that we have a medium large,
31.
and
He can't lift his bike right now.
that's true. His bike is 30 pounds.
No, it isn't.
No,
No fucking way.
it's like
It's definitely more than
20.
10 pounds,
Yeah.
though.
Definitely
Yeah,
more
I
than
know.
10 pounds. That was my
Trust
point.
me, I know. The night I had to take it off of my fucking vehicle, it was everything I could do
So that was the best part. I know where you're going to go with this. That was the best part because there was a bunch of trees in the middle of the trail. So we're like, okay, we had to we had to like walk around.
Oh, that was
solid-
awesome though. Picking up our bikes and just
that
It was
was
probably a quarter mile, half mile, and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All together of having to pick up our bikes. So then we started going. Then there was just like a random
there was
there was like a rollover. It
was nothing.
Yeah, then all of a sudden we get up to the next part and we take a seat at the bridge, and all of a sudden you're like, "Oh my back! Oh my! I can't sit down."
That's what
I
I'm
can't
saying.
sit
Like
down.
it was nothing. Like, the doctor asked me like, what had happened, and I said, I was mountain biking, whatever else. But the thing is when I got to it, when it came down to it, like you said, when my back started hurting, there was absolutely no reason. We were just riding on the trail. I wasn't pedaling. There was nothing. It was just, it was damn near straight. And I was just like, I don't know. So that could have just been
The stroll.
it could have just been, that's it. The doctor was like, well, you mountain bike, you jostle around and whatever. And I'm like, well, I guess, but this isn't my first time. Like, but like they said that fracture didn't look new. So
Is it like a compression fracture? Or yeah.
So I don't know. And so getting back home, like you guys went to the pump track.
Yeah.
So I went home. I'm like, I'm not fucking with this. And I went home and I backed up my vehicle to the garage, and just getting out of my vehicle was a challenge. And then I got out and I'm like, fuck, I got to get this bike off because I don't want someone to come and steal it. It's not a cheap bike.
Right.
So I put it on my shoulder and just kind of went up, and I was like, a couple steps, and I literally just dropped it then off my shoulder. And I used my bike basically as like a walker almost.
Well, that's the question I was going to ask is, where are you going to put a mount on your bike for your cane?
So they did give me a cane, obviously.
Does it have a knife sticking out of the little top part?
Not yet.
In case you got them, deal with them hose.
Not yet.
We'll have to get him a sword cane.
They did give me a cane.
I wonder if they have it on Temu.
I bet they do. Those are the ones you have to sign for.
Right.
I don't really need it to walk now. Well, today's not a good day, but I mostly need it to just stand up.
Yeah, if you're standing long.
Standing's probably the most comfortable, but it does get tiring. And this guy's fucking Snapchatting or something.
No, I'm looking up sword canes.
Oh, sword canes.
Yeah,
Okay.
like this.
Yeah, well, he didn't want to touch his mic, so he was above his
I
mic.
had to do the double real quick.
But it was terrible. And actually, I left the mount on my vehicle for a week because the mount's heavier than the bike is.
Right.
And eventually, I was able to just kind of get that out of the hitch and kind of drag it.
Don't you have like a teenage boy?
I do. But he
Where you going with this? Where you going with this?
They do sell canes, but I'm not finding any sword canes.
He does have a job, and
Boo! Jobs are for suckers.
I know he actually has a good job. He gets paid almost as much as we do.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I
Drink
know.
your water, boys. Drink your water.
That's coffee. That doesn't count. That's actually a laxative.
I feel left out.
We can get that.
That's what coffee does.
Hey, I'm down.
One piece, big hammer, fashion walking stick, decorative vampire cosplay, vintage party. Fashionable.
It'll work.
I can finally get all close to the mic now.
I know, it's really nice, isn't it?
I'm used to having to hunch over.
I know.
You almost got a hunchback from that.
I know. No, that's just getting railed on the ass.
I'm not gonna lie. This
That
thing was
escalated.
way more expensive than I was anticipating.
You know, diplomat.
So you haven't been on the phone, but the other day
What do I know?
I was doing some reading in the morning.
You were reading?
Yeah, I read up on that science shit.
Oh, okay.
So
You
the
know how to
James
read?
Webb Telescope.
hey, I'm as surprised as you are.
So the James Webb Telescope might have found life on another planet.
That was him. He was fucking with his springs.
No, there was a little grease spot.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. No, no. Anyways, might have found what?
Life.
Okay.
Microbial life.
Maybe. They don't know. Because it could either be one or two things.
But how do they know that? Because it doesn't send back photos.
Well, because the data that they get from it.
It
They
has
can
to do
just
with the
tell
light that
by
they
the
send to it.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever the planet goes in front of the sun, then we can read their atmosphere and figure out what's in it.
Okay.
So there's like a
it's science.
biological
There is-
signature.
There's mathematical equations that are involved.
I'm sure. Yeah. Math.
They said it's biological signature.
Math is for losers.
Plus, there's a lot of speculation just because it's in a Goldilocks zone, and it is, by what they can tell, has water. So
it's a hydro planet.
Oh.
Like Camino.
Completely.
So how long before we go take it over?
It's pretty far away.
Yeah, can we reliably get into space first?
How far?
Pretty far.
Yes.
That helps.
I'm about to be like,
No, I
Hundreds of
meant
light years.
as of right now. Can we? Because we still have a lot of issues getting off the planet.
So depending on how far it is, this life might be smarter than us.
That's not saying much.
Yeah.
probably definitely smarter than
You're not
Florida.
saying anything.
We're talking about the table or the planet?
Smarter than the table. Be smarter than the
No,
table.
I meant the people at the table.
Also, yes.
We're Knights of the Round Table. Wait, so... Okay, so this whole aliens thing...
Not the joke.
Right now. This whole aliens thing. Where are we thinking these aliens came from?
Outer space.
No shit, Sherlock.
Not the ones from Mexico or Venezuela or Cuba.
Oh, you talking about the
Peru.
UFOs?
Yeah, where do we think these came from?
Yeah, that's still an unanswered question.
Well, okay, so
Pick a star.
but then the question is, if we have this, James Webb Telescope, and we had Hubble.
Yeah.
I think that is
The
that
Hubble.
still up there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hubble's up
it's
there.
still doing its thing.
It's still doing its thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's
Good
old,
for
but
him. Good for him.
who?
Hubble.
Hubble.
Yeah, good for him. Glad to know he's
He
still
just
out
doesn't
there
have
putting
the
in.
technology to go as deep into space as James does.
Well, so that's fine. So we'll take, James Webb, and I understand space is vast. I mean,
And expanding.
Yeah.
but is it expanding?
Yes.
Yes, 1 million miles an hour.
But is it expanding, or is it already there?
No,
I see what you're. Yeah, is it expanding or is it? We just only can see.
Is
what,
our
like
knowledge
90
is our
trillion.
knowledge
They,
of it?
I think it's
Well,
like the length of the
no, they've been
visible
able to-
universe is
it
like
is-
90 trillion light years
wrong.
They're able to calculate that it is still currently expanding.
Yeah, because the stars are moving, and how they're moving is they're moving further away.
All
The
started
current
with the Big
speculation,
Bang.
well, the current speculation
Our
is,
star is moving.
In the
Yes.
night star.
will it continue to expand until there is nothing left? Because over time, all stars are going to die.
Correct.
So will everything just keep expanding until everything burns out and there's nothing left and it's darkness? Or will it collapse
Imprisoning
back
me?
in on itself?
The rubber band effect.
Right. So those are the two theories.
They hit you with a rubber band.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold
but they're
on.
only
The rubber
theories.
band effect, meaning it just goes whoop,
Eventually, gravity
and just kills everything.
And
the,
that's how
the total gravity
And then-
of all of space will
Yeah,
start to
then this-
collapse in on itself.
Then this
again.
will happen.
But there's also a theory that's how the Big Bang is.
Yeah.
And then it restarts.
Oh.
Yeah. Or there's another theory where two universes
Collided.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's the Big Bang.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. It's interesting shit.
Very nerdish.
But this telescopes, all this, it has never found where an alien is.
Now, the James saw it, and now it's on another mission. It's like, hey, by the way, we
Well,
pulled data.
The
but
thing
we
is,
got our own mission to do,
That's stupid.
right? It's like, oh, possible life. Yeah, fuck it. Multi-organisms.
well, I mean,
I
if,
don't
you're,
care.
if the James Webb main mission is to chart all
No,
of the cosmos
Right.
and continuing finding those planets, once you chart it and you lock in where it's at, you might as well keep using the technology to keep looking for more, because we can send up other things to probe that direction for that one.
Yeah,
Probe.
yeah, but that's going to be another 20, 30 years.
Well, it's not like we're getting there anytime soon.
I mean,
Now,
Jeff
here-
Bezos has a shuttle that looks like a
Now,
penis.
Yeah,
here's a
that's true.
theory for the aliens that we keep talking about. What if it was a
Mexican
alien
ones?
race? No,
No.
the outer space aliens. What if
No,
that
the
alien race
Ukrainian, the
is,
Ukrainian ones.
you know, kind
Ukrainian
of like
aliens.
Independence Day has a mothership that
You
is
guys are
basically a self-sustained
Only for you, big boy.
system that has just been traveling, and then those are probes that you know.
Yeah, that come out of
Yeah.
it.
You know, the Pentagon came out with a document about that, right?
A document about what?
that theory.
The green blob. I think that's what it was called. It was just something in the sky. Not too far from us either.
Recently?
Within the last year, yeah.
I didn't see it.
No, I didn't see
Me
it
neither.
either.
Well,
Fake
you know,
news.
the thing is, you know, our detecting abilities, we pointed out not too long ago that a asteroid nearly hit us and they didn't know
yeah,
until after it was passed.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty far away, but
No, it was closer than the moon.
Yeah. So,
touche.
you know, if something, you know, the thing with like James Webb and Hubble is it's searching for near stationary objects. So, and obviously they're moving, but when I say
Yeah,
near
I know what you
stationary,
mean.
you know, from our perspective.
Right.
So a spaceship traveling fast enough to travel light speed, it's not going to be able to detect something like that. So that's the other problem with trying to look for
Could be.
spacecraft in space, because our technology isn't fast enough to detect it. You know, it takes a long time for those beams from James Webb to get somewhere, and there's too much of a delay. It's almost like,
Yeah,
you know, something being out of sync. You're just never going to catch it.
I understand. I understand. That sucks. And then it brings up like, like you're saying, you know, I suppose we can't necessarily fathom how fast an alien ship could travel.
Right.
If an alien ship could travel.
Could travel, would travel.
Sorry.
No. But
See
you
them
got to
driving.
wonder then if we have these, you know, UFOs, or what are they, UAPs now or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phenomenon.
Yeah, they have phenomenon.
Why do
Ariel.
we gotta change things?
I don't know.
Hey,
Means
that's
the
your party
same fucking
changing
thing.
things.
Well,
I don't always agree with that shit.
That's your party constantly changing the terms on us that we can't
changed
keep
it
up with.
because they didn't know what to call a certain thing because they couldn't confirm if it was a UFO or if it was something else. So they said
Okay, but
call it
the
this.
whole point of
phenomena.
a UFO. Anyways, I bet it was Ronald Reagan's fault.
No,
Probably was.
No, it was back in like 2018, 2019.
Oh, so
Tony's fault.
damn it.
But it was a scientist or one of the
I wanted to blame
military.
Obama so bad.
2013.
Hey, there we go.
Ronald Reagan.
From beyond the grave.
Did he die?
Yeah. What? He died in 2004.
Oh, it's totally his fault.
Yeah, it's always his fault.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Viking?
That's right. He did die. What did he died of? I don't know.
Heart failure.
Yeah, something happened.
Yeah.
Can't believe
I mean,
it.
technically, when you died,
Yeah.
Your heart does fail.
How
Yeah.
old was he when he died?
He pushed 90, I think.
Like if
in
you
the
poke a
90s.
hole in somebody enough times,
yeah,
you
the
can
heart
die.
will fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Do you want to test that theory?
No.
Okay.
On you?
If you don't drink any water and we poke holes in you,
Does come out.
Water check, boys. Water check.
I don't know. So it just makes me wonder how old these
no
aliens
longer
actually
Feeling
are
left out.
by the time they get here.
Right.
You're always feeling left out.
So there
You could have
is
joined us with mountain biking. You could have joined us in the water gang, water squad.
So there is another theory that they've been here for a long time, but they're living in the ocean because military keep recording where they come out of the water and back into the water.
So oddly enough, I had talked about it not that long ago with
Yeah. we
all of
talked
us.
about it.
They actually found
a new trench.
Something.
something in the ocean that was not.
A whale.
No. It was not.
Was it a couple of rich guys in the submarine?
No, they said it was not from this planet.
Really?
Yeah, but it was in the ocean. Because like you had said, it's harder nowadays to go deep into the ocean than it is to go to space.
Right.
Yeah.
And that really does, I mean,
Well, that's what
Five
NASA was
people
originally
found that
designed
out.
for, was
Yeah.
to do deep sea exploration, and then they realized it was easier to go to space.
yeah, it's easier to go to space than it is into the depths of the ocean.
Well,
but
that and Kennedy wanted to do the space race to beat the
to beat the Russians.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Ronald Reagan had
Well,
something to do.
yeah.
No, he was president of the
The United States.
Screen Actors Guild.
Oh,
That's currently on strike.
But they did find a trench deeper than the Mariana Trench.
oh, did they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when's the next Ocean Gate?
When's the next guy going to build a submarine to go down
Can-
to the
can we
bottom
go
of that
to-
trench?
Will he use a PS5 controller?
No.
No, those are too expensive.
Too updated?
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
gotcha.
going to use an Xbox controller.
No, it's gonna be
An
on the
Xbox
GameCube
360.
Oh,
Bingo.
what?
GameCube.
Xbox.
Ooh, GameCube. That way he has all.
He's got extra things.
He's got 3 handles.
No, that's the 64.
Oh yeah. No, we'll go.
Too
with it.
soon?
Yeah.
Too soon?
Never too soon.
No, I don't think so.
Nah.
Just like Kobe Bryant
Same here.
jokes. It's never too
No,
soon.
but isn't it funny? How long ago did that happen?
Beginning.
Ocean Gate?
Yeah.
No.
But
like
2 months
2
ago?
months ago? Yeah.
It was already
Something.
2 months ago?
It's
I
gone.
thought it's been.
But 2 months ago, 5 people went into the ocean and their fucking submarine literally imploded.
Right.
And we have
They turned into pink mist.
totally moved beyond
Moved
this.
on.
Well, yeah, that's the problem with people in general,
Humans.
but Americans are really bad about it. It's the one thing to the next, to the next, to the next.
It's crazy.
the human species has like an attention span
of
for like
0.5
only a
seconds.
week. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's
Well, and,
over
and
a week,
unfortunately, that's why our media is the way it is now.
Yeah.
It jumps from one big story to the next.
It's
just to keep you,
crazy.
in,
Well, that's
watching.
that's like one of the running trends among
Except-
like millennials and Gen Z. It's like we've been through one, life changing, life altering event like every month. Like every month something new happens. That's, oh my god, this is going to change the world and change everything. But it's like we've been doing that since we've been born.
Yeah, well,
Right.
but the question is
one,
have you really gone through more than
Well, that's what they claim.
Well,
they claim
okay,
that like
so
every new
according
major
to
thing that
Millennial and
happens.
Gen Z. So if we even go back to 9/11,
Yeah.
we've also had, well, even before that, we had Columbine, 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
We've had the
War on Terror.
War on Terror. We had the housing bubble burst back in the
2008.
early 2000s.
Yeah.
Which we should have bought a house then.
The
Should've bought a
Great
house
Recession. That
I
we've
did.
had, so there has been,
sorry, I was 11.
At a, I don't want to say exponential, but definitely at a growing rate. We've had more and more mass shootings every year going, since Columbine.
I thought we weren't going to talk about guns anymore.
No, I'm pointing out that what
he's
they're
pointing-
talking about
yeah.
is, there is this escalating scale of there's just been nonstop. And then look at what our economy is at right now with, we were talking about how expensive cars are, how expensive housing is.
Yeah.
It's one fucking disaster after another. And it just seems to keep getting worse. It's like, hey, hold my beer for the next disaster.
So in a way, would you say that we've become numb to all the mass?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's
Is a
what
lot
they're
of
doing
people are
with the
saying is that
aliens.
exactly with the aliens. Like, okay, whatever.
But so my question is yes, I understand that, because of the internet, because of social media, because of these things, we are more in tune with what's going on,
Somewhat.
not just here right now
in our state or in our country.
yeah.
We're experiencing things across the globe.
Right, but my point is don't you think these things, not those specific things necessarily, but don't you think these kinds of things have happened, for every generation?
Well, actually,
Yes.
I had
Yes.
that theory. I never looked it up, but sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Your shorter attention span, go.
Oh. No.
God damn it! Here it's gone.
No. What I was going to say is that the news is really good at, one thing, they keep you on for about a week. But besides for the Trump, they kept it going for like 7 years now.
Except for who?
Trump?
Yeah. Well, with Trump,
7
there's
Ever since
every week there's
2016.
a new update on a trial or indictment or some other crime
Ever
that
since
he's
2016, he was apparently stole the election, and then they moved on from that to he's this, he's that, and then
See, that's the thing. I honestly don't see Trump as stealing the election in 2016.
yeah.
He didn't win the popular vote, true, but
But that's not the first time that
Right.
has
Correct.
happened. I mean,
Right. It's not abnormal.
right.
So
That was a big word for you there, bud.
Abnormal. It was abnormal that he said
I mean,
that.
if anything, that's a argument for why we need to get rid of the Electoral College because the biggest problem with the Electoral College is if you look at the way politicians or presidential runs go, they focus on basically the swing states.
Of course.
So there are a lot of states that are solidly red or solidly blue, and this is not a one side or the other.
He's getting the board ready already.
That they don't campaign in their states that are solid. So like Trump will never really campaign in Texas or Florida because
They're red states.
they're red states. He's automatically going to get those. And Biden won't go to New York or California because they're automatically blue states. So they focus only on about 6 or 7 different states. Yeah. And so really they're not campaigning for the country. They're campaigning for those states. And a lot of people don't vote because they feel their vote is not being counted because in case with Donald Trump in 2016, he didn't win the popular vote.
Wait.
How many times did the Viking bring up politics?
I didn't bring this one up. Yeah, he did.
You brought up Electoral College. That counts.
That's true. We're all getting a lesson.
Yeah.
So that's why there's a push now for getting rid of it so that more you force
That was me. I hit the table.
presidential candidates to actually campaign in every state, to try to appeal to people in every state and actually win the votes. And then when you win a popular vote, you are the most popular person to do the job.
Yeah, but the crazy people
Doesn't make you the best
in
person to
New
do the
York
job.
and California will have
I agree.
hold
The
over
most
the
popular is
election.
not the best person.
Well, right, because of their population.
Right.
I mean, I guess you have crazy people on the other side, though,
But the
too.
problem
So,
is,
but they
places
don't have
like-
the population.
But places like, Oklahoma and Washington, these states that don't have huge populations.
That's why the states with the more population have higher numbers.
They do have a higher number in electoral.
But
Yeah.
those people in those states also feel like their vote doesn't count either.
Then they can, but it still counts.
But it
does
doesn't.
count.
Yeah.
In some of these states,
If the majority of the people want this person as their president in that state,
That's where the
then that
electoral
state-
college
yeah.
votes go.
But that's why places like California and Florida and Texas and New York, these big states that have a lot, are very, basically dictate what's going on. But
they're going
the
to dictate either way because of the population.
I honestly think that getting rid of the electoral college, and there's a lot of politicians out there that agree with us.
Oh, I'm enjoying this. This is great.
While we're talking about this, let's just bring up all the no-go topics while we're doing this.
I was just waiting for the physical threats. God damn it! I missed out on it. What the fuck?
It's like we used to the other day. It's
Don't
like,
break it back next time.
Why you always got to stir the pot? Because I missed a day, so I have to catch up. I have to hit my quota.
I'm not saying this in a partisan
I missed
way.
Saturday,
I'm
so
saying
fuck it.
this
Let's
is
just stir
why
the
there's
pot
a
every chance we
argument
get.
for it.
But there is a good side and a bad side to it.
There is.
Yeah.
What?
I think you turned
What's
him
a
up
good
too
side?
No, I
and what's
didn't
the
turn him
bad
up.
side?
I actually turned him down.
loud. Probably because you're closer to the mic.
Yeah, but you
I've
need
been the same distance.
no.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
It would just, if anything, it would get
Grossly off topic.
politicians to actually pay attention to the states that do not have the same population density.
Yeah. Maybe.
But, yeah.
It goes both ways.
It does. It
Yeah.
whatever. That was boy. Well, so what else has been going on? Any work stories? Anything fun happened while?
Oh, I saw feds on my route yesterday.
Were they raiding a house?
No. They were questioning somebody.
Boring.
Yeah.
I got flipped off by a 7-year-old
Yeah.
just for him to get yelled at his
Oh.
mom
He got yelled at.
Hold up.
for kind of a different reason, but
Oh,
He kind of laughed at him too.
that's fun.
Like, that's what you get.
I got
bitch.
shot at on your route.
yeah, he did. He got shot at.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
On your main street, the
And
main.
he didn't
Yeah.
clip
Yeah.
the mail.
A couple of kids.
Wait. The
I did
first
not.
main street or
No,
the
main-
neighborhood main
the
street?
neighborhood main street.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm walking around delivering mail, and I see a bunch of kids.
God,
3 of
your
them.
voice makes me horny.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. So, 3 kids on bikes riding around the block, and they start shooting the BB guns at me. I'm like, okay,
Well, were they BB guns or airsoft guns?
Yeah.
airsoft.
How do you know?
You could hear the whoosh.
You can
They fired.
you hear the
Yeah, but
With both.
Whatever, they
Yeah.
were shooting at me.
okay.
Were they going?
So, they ride around the block once. The second time,
You threw a stick in their wheel?
should I say what I did?
Yes.
Did I tell you what I did?
Oh,
Exactly what I did.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it. You were getting shot at, man.
So, my defense, I pulled out my spray.
Oh yeah.
It was windy that day.
Oh no! Did you spray yourself again?
'Cause they were- I was very cautious this time. So
busted out the bear spray.
they
Kaboom!
Did you? It was bear spray. Do you spray the kids with bear spray?
no,
You know you're not allowed to use that against
come
people.
on. That's not
Diplomat. That's not very diplomatic.
Well,
that's not a station issue. No. So
Whoa.
they were about 50 feet away from me. It was windy that day, so I just let out a quick 1-2.
in the
That was
air,
it. Yeah,
they stopped coming around.
yeah. I didn't see them after that.
They didn't like that.
I was out there for about 45 more minutes to an hour.
On one swing?
No, well,
Oh fuck!
It was that long swing.
in the neighborhood.
In the neighborhood.
Yeah, I didn't see them again after that.
That's weird.
Don't shoot at your mailman.
No, and don't threaten your mail to shoot your mailman either. Actually, it wasn't I'm not even her mailman, but yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
that was crazy.
But I still, every time she has a...
She still comes around.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I see her. Every time she has a certified, I just leave a notice.
Fuck no.
I'm not dealing with that.
Hell no.
I don't even like going up on her porch if she has a package.
He also got yelled at by a customer last 10, or they lived there for like 30 years.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I put a vacant slip in their mailbox because the house looks vacant. So
We have a lot of those.
we have a lot of those, and the mailbox is smashed in. So I put
Can't secure the mail.
Yeah, I had a vacant tag in there for probably a good 2 months.
Oh, yeah.
A month. It's just a bit like one of the beginning of my mounted sections.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I'm calling back through and I see the slip stick and I'm like, okay. It's like, and it reads, this is the third time in 10 years my mail has been stopped. They shut off my water, my power, my gas, and my car insurance because you fuckers won't deliver the mail. It's the same person that has lived here for 10 years. Please deliver to the homeowner, assholes. I'm like, cool. Probably still won't.
I think our main manager's about ready to have a nervous breakdown.
Oh, good.
Yeah, based on how he's texted me, yeah, he is. He was pissy this morning. He must have been on PMS or some shit.
I know why he was pissy.
No, with you,
Well,
then
we have 4 people on medical leave, and we've had at least 2 to 3 call-outs every
Well,
day.
so here's the thing, though. Here's the thing with,
and then real quick, so that we have the 2 trainers, not including me, the 2 trainers, the other one, the one over in the other side of the office, he snapped back at the manager, and the manager did not like it. He's
like, Union Stewart, take care of this.
So the manager's giving the service talk, and it basically, show up to work. If you're a regular attendance, if you're scheduled to work, come into work. All his normal BS.
the big guy?
Yeah.
The big guy,
The big boss.
the big boss.
Yeah, the big
one
guy.
Because
with
he's
the
been
tie.
running the floor the past.
The one who wears the tie.
So the trainer, he said, what if our kids get sick? If our kids get sick, I'm calling off because I'm going to take care of my kids.
Of course.
And then big boss just basically goes, Stewart, just go handle it real quick. And that just kind of like shoot him away instead of actually dealing. Obviously, he's not going to deal with it on the workroom floor.
No, of course not, because that's not where you deal with it.
Yeah, but he basically just said, just shoot, get away.
Oh. Yeah.
So
Okay.
what is
I know a bunch of stuff
regular
going on
in
with that.
attendance?
Define that.
Yeah.
Define it.
Well, that was my question.
Yeah, because
According to him, regular attendance is showing up for work when you're scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
all right, so that's like 5 to 6 days a week.
5 days a week, technically.
Yeah, but they bring us.
Not if you're on the OTDL list.
True.
Yeah.
That's the overtime list, people.
Yeah.
Overtime desired list.
Yeah, it's
So if someone comes in to work every day, they're scheduled for, let's say, 3 years, and then they start calling off because they got shit going on.
Right.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I'm sure it has something to do with me and my back. I'm sure it has something to do with.
Which
Trying to figure out how
the
to
forms
do
you
your
showed me
route.
is fucking hilarious.
I'll show you guys later, but I'm sure it has something to do with the others who are also out. You work us to death, basically.
Yeah.
Not giving a shit about your people.
1 hour pivots, 45-minute pivots
And then
every single day.
and then when your people have injuries, because these people aren't off on sick leave.
Right.
They're not sick. They're injured.
Right. FMLA. Family medical.
Well, that's neither here nor there. You can get FMLA for an illness as well. Mm-hmm. But 4
Four including
people are out on injuries.
Well, one's on
Okay, so 3 are out on injuries and one's something else.
scheduled to leave.
Yeah. That should say something.
Mm-hmm.
As a supervisor, as a boss, don't you think you should recognize that? Maybe there's a problem here.
Yeah.
Because all of your people, whether the injury happened at work or not, it all is going to relate back to how you are treating your people while they are on the clock.
And how much you're working us where
Exactly.
we can't get that recovery time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we can't get that recovery time.
I'm working my day off tomorrow.
Exactly.
He wanted me to come in. He wanted me to
Look
come
at
in
us.
today.
We do mountain biking. What if we hurt ourselves?
But that's not the.
Yeah.
But the thing is doing stuff like that we can walk for miles and miles every day.
Right.
That's not exercise for our bodies anymore.
No.
It was when we were CCAs and we first
I'm
started
gaining
this job.
pounds again.
Exactly. That's my point. So for us to be healthy and things of that nature, you have to do some sort of exercise outside of what we do every day.
If you want to try and better your body, because at this point, with how much miles we walk a day, our body has become accustomed to it.
It just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, the definition of regular attendance means limit your call-offs. I get what he's trying to say by there are a few individuals who
There are abusers.
abuse the
Yes.
system, and those are the ones he has an issue with.
Especially at your
when
office,
one of
that
us occasionally call off due to a cold
Right.
or a small injury that they need to take some rest time on, that's not his big issue. It's the ones that are every Saturday calling off so they can have
course.
Saturday and Sunday off.
Yeah, of
Or
course.
if they have they're scheduled off Monday, they'll call off Saturday so they can get their Monday so they can
Right.
get a
Why
3-day
not?
weekend.
Yeah.
Why not address those people who call off habitually
Individually.
directly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he
It's
can't.
something I always call shotgun management, and it's really bad
doesn't
when
work.
when you target everything in front of you, you're not addressing the problem.
Right.
No.
I always call that shotgun management
That's what it
because
is.
you're just shooting something out there and hoping it hits the ones that it's affected. You're actually mad at, but you're affecting everybody around you with
Yeah.
that.
But we also know who those people are, and then we're going to give them attitude.
But we don't.
We don't.
Because it's not our place.
Because like the trainer that call off, if he calls off because his kids are sick, we all understand that.
Yeah.
We all understand that you got to take care of your family and yourself first. Fuck this job because this job doesn't give a shit about us.
Oh, when I
almost
worked
all
for-
jobs don't give a shit about you.
When I worked in the grocery store, it was the first time I had my sciatica issues. For 2.5 weeks, I was walking around work with a pinched sciatic nerve because I could not take the time off because I couldn't afford it.
Right, and that's ridiculous.
And when I finally got full time to the point where I could afford to take care of myself, I said, look, I'm not doing that anymore. If, my back is hurting that bad, I'm not coming to work. And I'm now at that point, great. I have sick leave that when my back gets that bad, I say, fuck it. I'm not going to work.
Well, yeah, and I'm not happy that I've been off of work. Luckily, I have the time right now, but that time's gonna run out. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I simply cannot come back to work right now. I mean,
No, what's going to happen is if you come back too soon, you're going to re-injure or
it's gonna
make
be
it worse,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're going to be off even longer.
but I'm getting
Antsy.
flack for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I can help it. I literally have a broken back.
Right.
You know what the problem is? You went out to get injured. That's what it is.
Well,
You went out of your way to do
Yeah.
something that wasn't
Okay.
safe.
yeah, because heaven
Maybe
forbid I have a
because-
life outside of work.
exactly. Well,
No,
that's the problem
You're
with
not,
the big
you're not
manager
allowed.
is he
You're not
thinks
allowed. You're not allowed. to
your
have a
life revolves around the post office.
Which it doesn't.
No.
No, and it's taken me, a lot of years to figure that out.
Unfortunately, that's a mentality in a lot with especially management, but a lot of people who think, your life is working. No, my life, I work because I want to have a life.
Yeah, right. So it sucks. I do want to come back to work. I know. I hate the fact that you guys have to.
Them three.
Yeah, but because
what he meant,
but
jackass.
because I'm not there,
Yeah.
my
Well,
route
you're
is
kind of suffering
down.
from that too because we're taking your CCAs from your station.
Yeah.
his CCAs are on our schedule. They're marked as on his office CCAs, but they're on our schedule
Nice.
because they basically come here. And then there's the one that got assigned to like the retirement office.
Okay.
But it's like, why would, if it's his CCA and he's getting sent to the retirement office, why is it on our schedule? I get the one CCA that's coming in that he's actually doing your route, and he actually texted me today to ask for route.
Good.
But yeah, but I understand.
My cards are in my.
It
thing,
was
too.
it was one of your business. He didn't know where to deliver to.
Yeah.
But it's like I understand he's on our schedule technically because he's going to be coming here. But why do we care where the other guy's going?
Yeah.
If he's not coming here.
Right.
Yeah, he had to come to our office today as well.
Yeah. I
Because
hate
my-
the fact that
do both? Like start
Yeah.
at the other office, then come to yours?
Yeah, he started at your office and then he had to come to our office because somebody called off.
Yeah,
Or
was it the same person?
And I hate to be that person. I hate being that person that because of me, other people have to,
It's not your fault. You have to look after yourself first.
Well, and the thing is, we do have a bunch of people on the overtime list. The problem is right now we do, and I really do think that the level of, I think he said we had 14 call-offs so far this week. And I think a lot of that is coming from the fact that he is running the floor.
Yeah.
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 Oh, is the other guy just not there?
He's on vacation. So it's been him. It's been him all
So
week.
I honestly think that part of the reason why they're calling off is because he's running the floor.
Oh,
Yeah. It's just like when the one supervisor that's in charge of the clerks ran it, we had no call-offs, we had no issues.
No,
And
everybody-
everyone made their time. Everyone didn't have a carryover. It was
that.
great.
but that all
because of
comes
the
back
level
to
of
how
respect.
all comes back to how you're treated. You know, you treat people with respect, which he does.
Oh yeah,
You're going to get that respect back.
yeah.
But
And-
he also overloads some carriers and not others.
Well, and that's
Oh, yeah.
Instead of spreading out the way.
you're talking about.
The big one.
The top.
Big one.
Yeah, the clerk one didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
multiple times this week I had to case time on one route and then carry time on another route and then my route.
Yeah,
Which is if you're gonna do the case time and carry on the street, why not just carry on the same route you're
Yeah.
casing? That's how it always should be.
But it's like case, I actually had to carry, I had to case a route, then carry the businesses on your route, and then I had to go do my route. No, I don't mind your businesses.
no, they're really not bad.
No.
They're nice.
No, I like him.
Have you been able to hit that one a lot?
I haven't had time.
Oh, you haven't gotten
No,
I've
you
been
haven't
on.
had time.
I've been on the route that's next to mine. If I'm getting overtime
on
and
the
stuff-
other side.
yeah.
Yeah. That's dumb because you could
I know.
easily do
I know.
boom, 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 boom. I mean, you could actually.
After my business, I can just swing over and just start that, come back, and then go back to my route.
Yeah.
I can do any part of your route and go back to my
Well,
route.
that's true too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just.
Well, and that's the other thing is like I'm right next to your route as well.
So
right.
It's not that big of a
well,
deal.
you're
but-
literally right across the street from
Right.
my businesses,
Right,
so
that's
that makes
one of the
sense.
reasons why I don't mind doing them because
Yeah.
I'm right there.
But it's
he's gotta
annoying
be
for
going
you.
on the other
yeah.
side of town. It's like why?
Yeah.
Well, it's like during my when I had training on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and I got text from him saying, "Hey, run the express out and then do the last 3 hours in your route." I'm like, "Okay, no problem." I get back and the other carrier who's supposed to run express, the main guy that runs it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he also shows up at the same time. So we're like, "What do we do?" It's like, so we just split it.
Yeah.
But I had to go all the way out to the one side of the thing, then all the way down, and then all the way back, and then all the way to here.
Or
and
you
then
didn't split this logically.
he basically took the stuff on the north end of the side and a couple others. I went 15 minutes that way, 15 minutes back,
Oh,
10
that
minutes
sucks.
this way, 15 minutes out there, 2 minutes down the road, which was nice, and then 10 minutes up, and then 5 minutes over. So I spent an hour and a half delivering
yeah.
express.
Oh, absolutely.
And then I was supposed to be off the clock at 4. I didn't clock out till 5:30.
Well,
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what happens tomorrow with if I'm going to have an 8-hour day or not.
Probably not.
I wouldn't count on it.
They almost had me do penalty today.
That's what I'm saying. Tomorrow's my NS day, so I'm wondering if
I
I'll
even
have
asked him in the morning. I was like, "Do I get any?" He's like, "No."
Of course, I am on the fence. Like, if they try to bring me in on Saturday, I might be sick.
Well, this won't be out until Sunday.
Well, there was I've told this story a couple times, but like when I was at my old office for 3-4 weeks in a row, I was brought in every one of my NS days. I mean, I was brought in almost all my NS days, but for basically a whole month of NS days, they brought me in and gave me max amount. They brought me in and gave me 3.5 hours of penalty.
Man, that's money.
I know, but every time I looked at them, like, you do realize it's my NS days, right? And they're like, yeah, but we have 20 routes down at that office.
Well,
So that's kind of a big deal.
Well,
It starts to get a big deal once you hit that.
20 routes is that's
So
a
I'm
big
like,
deal.
you sure you want to pay me for that? They're like, we have no other choice. I'm like, fuck it, let's go.
yeah.
Don't bother me none.
Once again, I don't mind working my NS days. I mean, that's 8 hours of overtime.
To be honest,
I
like
want to go
today-
to Hollow weekends on Saturday. So
Yeah, like to be honest, today if I didn't have the plumber come over today, I would have picked up the call and I would have came in if I didn't have stuff to do.
Yeah.
Should have came in, lazy ass.
I got life outside of work.
It's getting late.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, I mean, we're about an hour and a half. I hope we didn't. Hope we didn't put everybody to sleep.
We were definitely delayed in getting this guy.
Got a little bit of a bitch session that happened, and that, whatever. Hope you enjoyed it, especially if you work with us or anywhere else in the United States carrying mail. I'm sure you can relate. But whatever. This was an episode I didn't even know what we were going to talk about.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys did.
We didn't even talk about the birds.
We'll talk about the birds next time.
Next time.
Yeah. Put it on
Okay.
the board as a reminder.
Yes.
That's in my phone.
Birds. Are they real?
Birds are the word.
Bird.
Birds
They're not real.
we need to add that.
Yeah, okay, add that too.
I showed him another
Another topic.
How many times do Papa Smurf and I break out into song? That thing will be filled up all the time.
It happens a lot. So,
All right, quick update on the board.
Oh, yeah.
It was a very uneventful day, unfortunately, you fucking assholes. So, I'm the only one that offended someone, which I will do again and again because I love that expression on your face. I offended
I'm going to kill you.
yeah.
Yes, because it's so funny to me. I offended the Viking and Los Santa Clauses.
Okay.
All right.
Los Santa Clauses. And then another update. A Viking brought up politics once. Florida man was wrong. I counted 8 times.
Yep.
Papa Smurf was right 5 times.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Of course, that last category, that number's going to dwindle since someone wants to be a lazy shithead.
I know.
Whatever.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yes, I know.
2 weeks off.
Yes, I know that tally's
Dude, I'm
fucked.
so
okay? I was
fucking
doing it.
bored. I'm so fucking bored.
why
But
I t-
anyways,
That's why I told you I don't like having more than like 1 day off in a row.
I'm so bored. I just want to.
I hate
shit.
vacations.
I just want to do shit, and I can't do shit. Anyways, all right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, and that was the latest episode of the Grossly Off Topic Podcast. I was your host, Papa Smurf.
I'm the Viking.
Hit
I'm
us with it.
diplomat.
Hit us with it.
I'm the diplomat.
That's so
Come on.
That's sultry
Solid
radio
rating.
voice.
Now you put me on the spot.
Yeah.
Make all the women cream.
Oh, yeah. Do it.
Yeah, I'm the diplomat.
Oh God! Oh my panties! My panties are wet now. I was thinking about that.
Oh my. And I'm the Florida man.
And I'm 31.
And we'll hope you will join us next time. Bye.
Peace out, fuckers. Domine Pater Spiritus Sancti.